How's it going, everyone? Sethphir here, and welcome back to another Tower of Fantasy video. Today is going to be my guide for the Mirroria Tour Race event, and I'm going to teach you all of my secret tips and tricks to help you win the race 100%. But first, before we get into that, I wanted to make an announcement from yesterday. We said that the level cap was going to happen today. It did not. There was a bit of a mix-up with my source, and he meant the week of the 27th, not the 27th. So we did get that wrong. So I do apologize for any confusion or misinformation calls. The level cap should be increasing later on in the week. We don't know the exact date, but I'll update you when I do. So now let's go ahead and jump into the guide. The breakdown is going to follow. First, we're going to talk about the preparation for the race. Then we're going to talk about the start, we're going to cover all of the skips, and finally the finish. So first you need to prepare for the race. There are a few things you can do, and the first thing you can do is go ahead and get the Simulacrum for Hilda. Hilda Simulacrum will allow you to have 10% mounted speed while traveling on your mount, so this will definitely help you out along the way. And the second thing you're going to want to do is, if you have Claudia, this is going to be a major trick, you need to make sure you have a Claudia macro set up. It will allow you to jump and skip a lot of things and go really fast, even faster than the mount. So if you do have that, go ahead and put that into your weapon build here, because it's going to help you out a lot. I'm going to include a screenshot here. It should have been up on the screen while I was talking about that, of the macro specifics, so you can use any program that came with your mouse, like Razer or Logitech or whatever it is. You could go ahead and use that and activate that macro on your Claudia. I do have another detailed video on that. You can check that one out. It's the Vera Explorer guide that will show you the basics for that. And in addition to that, you're going to need to take advantage of the Cybernetic Arm trick. The Cybernetic Arm trick will allow you to slide along edges when you're in the grapple motion, and you cancel that momentum by switching to another relic set. So once again, same guide, the Exploration Vera guide for that one as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. Once you have those things covered, make sure you have your Jetpack activated as well. So you want Jetpack and Cybernetic Arm on your bar, as you can see in the right corner of my screen here. And then we're going to talk about the start. So at the start, the race is going to be here in the beginning, and you're going to be in this little circle, and the path straight forward ahead is going to be filled with a bunch of cryo explosive barrels, so you want to be cautious of that. If you are a Claudia user, you can simply climb up the pillar to the top here, and at the corner you can dodge backwards and then double jump to grab onto the roof ledge. Once you're on the roof ledge, this is the highest point that you can obtain, which is going to give you a lot of distance for the Claudia macro, so you'll be able to shoot off into the distance at the start and bypass a lot of the cryo barrels as you can skip ahead. So once you've done that, whether you've went through on your mount or you've done the Claudia part, you're going to go to the first checkpoint, which will be in this area specifically right here. Once you touch this, the next thing you're going to do is double back to the side here, and this is where we're going to activate the Cybernetic Arm trick. So you're going to go ahead and double jump up, you're going to grapple onto the point, and then switch your relic in the middle of the momentum. And that will fly you towards the top, which will get you to this next area. There's going to be a lot of different results. If you do it correctly, like absolutely perfectly, you will fly up to our next checkpoint, which is going to be up at the top here, on top of this little, I guess, train track station. And you can actually land up here. If you don't get it correctly, don't worry about it. You can simply use the grapple once again to get to the top. The next checkpoint is going to be right here, and from there you're going to go forward either with Claudia or your mount to this area. And this is where you're going to want to use your grapple once again. So I recommend flying up to get higher momentum. Use the grapple, and then when you're being pulled, switch so that you fly a good distance. And make sure to get your jetpack out again, because if you don't make it quite all the way there, you're going to want to fly forward with that. And you can use the Claudia ability as well to get you some extra distance, so make sure to take note. Once you get up to the top here with the extra grapple, this will be the location of the next checkpoint. You're going to simply grab this one and head forward, so you can do that on your mount or not, and you're going to drop down at this final location. Once you drop down, be careful to avoid the sign, and keep in mind that you will take a lot of damage, so make sure to dodge before you hit the ground, or at least ensure that you have really high health at the start of this race, because there will be several points where you will lose HP. Once you have this up, you can simply head across the bridge here for anybody using a mount, But if you have Claudia, you can go ahead and dash across to the side and even use your Cybernetic Arm if you wish to gain some more distance. That will definitely help you out. And the next checkpoint is going to be right here in front of the Tower of Vera Fantasy. Once you collect this one, you're going to move forward across the bridge, and from here you'll be required to go up. Going up is going to be a little bit difficult, so I would recommend using your jetpack and then using your grapple. Once you have done that, you'll be able to get up quite a bit of distance, and then you can simply do that grapple trick one more time and fly up here towards the top, and then you will be on the other side of the sign. So if you get over the sign, that's okay, or to the side of the sign, that is also fine. Then you will hit this little checkpoint here, which will be another checkpoint for you to gather, and then you will move up the ledge over here. Once you get to this ledge, there will be a ramp, so you can be on your mount for this one. It will boost you all the way over to the side, but at this point, you're going to want to stop because you want to get a grapple on the side of this building, and once again, use the grapple tech, which will make you fly all the way towards the bottom and get you to the next checkpoint in this area. From here, you have to go vertical. There will be several jump pads, and I would recommend jumping on top of them. But if you can't, for some reason, get on top of them, you can always grapple up this hill and use the grapple tech, which will gain you some distance. So that can make you climb up quite a big distance here, and then you can simply switch again and use the grapple tech once more to get all the way up to the top. So you're looking to get to the top of this like neon sign, or even further if you can. If you manage to slide all the way up to the wall, you will get onto the top zone here, which will be the location of the next checkpoint. And from here on out, from once you get this checkpoint, it's pretty simple. You're just going straight across the hall, so I'd recommend going to this point on your mount. And then from there, I would use the jetpack, and then once again try to grab with the grapple, and you can use the cancel momentum to grab the last checkpoint here. So this will be the final checkpoint location, and there you're gonna hop on your mount or use the Claudia tech to get all the way to the end, where you will do this sort of like free fall, like Apex Legends dive or something, whatever it is. Just make sure you aim for the center, because you're gonna want to get to this bottom part down here where the checkpoint actually is. I've seen people fly off the edge, so just be really careful of that. Once you have arrived in the final location, hopefully your time was smooth and good, and you will claim your rewards. Keep in mind, you can get 1,500 points for first place, and you can also AFK this race. If you're at work or something, you can start the race and set in the start zone, just be completely AFK and cash in on 500 points. So you will need to do that 3 times a day to cap, or win the race once, whatever combination after that. And in addition to that, you can have 9,000 points total from this event, which will allow you to cash out the entire shop. The event lasts 12 days, and so if you participate 6 days in a row, out of those 12, you will be able to get all of the goodies. And as you can see in the shop here, it is quite powerful. There are a lot of good options here. I am the current reigning champion on my server of Solaris, so you can go ahead and check that out. But you can go to the actual shop here and see what we have. There's a lot of goodies. I bought the Mirroria already, or the Mira, sorry, for the gacha machine, because obviously I need to go gamba more. That's just how it is. But we have Red Nucleus, Energy Dust, Kuant Shard, like a whole copy of Kuant, so that should be 30 shards, which is actually quite a lot, and a lot of other goodies included in here. So hopefully you found this event really fun. In combination with that, we have the Halloween gacha going on right now, so a lot of goodies to keep us entertained. And that's going to be it for me on this one. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you found this helpful, and if this helped you in any way, shape, or form, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow the video. Appreciate that, and we will see you in the next one.